My first stop in Tokyo was a ramen restaurant called Tokyo Tonkotsu Base in the Narita International Airport. This seems to be like a sister restaurant of the famous Ippudo, and it was a great first meal arriving in Tokyo because I was very hungover. You can look at the rich tonkotsu soup, the soft chashu, and the kaidama noodle, which was perfectly cooked, and of course onsen tamago. The skies were really blue on my way to Ginza on this airport limousine. Okay, so my first stop in Ginza was Hitsumabushi Bincho, located in the Maronier Gate shopping mall. The Hitsumabushi is similar to Unagi don, but is usually more dry and is cut more thinly and usually smoked. You can eat it in different ways, either by itself or mixed with wasabi and negi, and finally as a ochadzuke by adding some rich dashi broth. The eel was very soft on the inside but crunchy on the outside. The rice was very well cooked, and the ochadzuke dashi was also very rich in flavor, and I strongly recommend this place. Next, I stopped by a French pastry shop called Bon, known for their amazing fruit tarts. I bought one out for takeout and enjoyed it at my hotel, and I'll show it to you soon. This is my hotel for the next few days. This is the Appa Hotel, located a few blocks from the main shopping district of Ginza. The great thing about Tokyo, in my opinion, is how many hotel options there are for a variety of price range. And I remember this being fairly cheap, pretty cozy, and obviously nothing fancy, but had everything I needed and was relatively clean, which is typical of hotels in Tokyo. You see a little pretty frame origami there. The bathroom was pretty clean and had a tub so I can take a good bath after a whole day of touring. This was the fruit tart I got from Bon earlier. I want to point out how meticulously this was packed. You see that little paper strip preventing the tart from moving inside the box. There's a little ice stick to preserve the temperature. But otherwise, the tart was so delicate. The fruit was so fresh with the shine muscat, and the sweetness was perfect. I was debating very hard where to go for dinner, and ultimately came to this high-end Yakiniku restaurant called Heijoen. I first melted some beef fat onto a grill which had an intense amount of heat. Then I started off with the Tokyo thick-cut Wagyu harami, which is skirt steak. This was very soft and had a very clean taste. Look at how juicy that meat is. Then I followed with some Wagyu kalbi, which was also great because of its very savory, sweet kalbi sauce. Then I finished off with the stone pot gyutang garlic rice, which was so savory, and the server cooked it personally in front of me and was off the charts. It was also perfect here, which I love about Japanese restaurants. This is a pretty simple breakfast spot that sells French toast, sandwiches, and Japanese-style American breakfast. I ordered a breakfast plate with a Japanese-style shokupan that's toasted. I feel Japanese white bread is so much better. There's some fried eggs over medium and some bacon and salad. Okay, next up is Rokurinsha, which is a very popular tsukemen restaurant at the basement shopping area of the Tokyo station. This place had a very long line. They're known for mostly their tsukemen also, although they do sell some ramen. You can see here the soup is very, very thick, and I ordered the one with the minchi pork. There's some menma, and if you look at the noodle here, it looks so chewy. You can really feel the aroma of the noodle itself. There's some onsen tamago to help with some protein. So I just dumped that onsen tamago in the soup, which again is very, very salty. Make sure you dump just the noodle. Don't drink too much of the soup by itself. Later, they will give you some hot water to add to make the soup more dilute and you can drink it. Okay, so that was day one of my food trip in Ginza by myself, and I think those were all great places. So I hope you come back for my next episode, day two of my food trip in Ginza. Thank you.